Okay, so we're gonna spam Red Moon. We're just gonna do it normal mode because the other one is too hard for him, at least. Because I figured to experiment with Red Moon instead, because it's a solo. Okay, so always break that base right here. So normal mode only gives you, I guess, one of like lesser of the materials that you actually need for 120. That sound is the alarm, the apartment, but so a cow has 3 departures. We're gonna test if the 3 departures he has affect the other character. So that way we get a better idea if they are affected. Till the game decides to change that. But let's experiment. See if it does. If it doesn't, then okay. Because remember that the game has a system, and then players have the option towards that system. Let's see if that option is relevant to what we're, unless it's locked because of the gear share, which it shouldn't be, but let's see. Let's see, let's see. Oh no, he froze me. Spirit lapse. Your spirit leaves. Yup. Bye. Mouse has too much voodoo in him. Only because he's corrupt. That's the only reason for being super aggressive. Okay. Okay. We're going to go back to town. We're gonna go to Silas so we can show you that it's capped. Now the question is, did it consume a departure from Silas, or did it kept it from Silas? Actually, no, we're gonna just, that doesn't make sense. Don't listen to what I just said. I'm just gonna, okay, it's gonna show me Red Moon has been capped. And we're gonna go to Silas, and it's gonna say the same thing, but I know you guys probably need a visual presentation. Why is this so slow? Okay. Silas shows that it's capped. Okay, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do, for us, for my main, I have power to do this on hero mode with a departure. So we're gonna play him using a departure count. See if this also affects the other one. But it doesn't tell me anything here about that. So let's see. We're gonna use a departure boost. The guild departure is also different from the departure boost, but it's still considered a departure license from the two of them. So let's use the guild departure to see if this consumed on the other one. So let's see. So let's use the guild departure. almost there. Let me see. You can never skip that. You can try to, but you're gonna always need it for crafting materials for tuning. Okay, now we're gonna go back and see if it really did consume a departure from a Chell. Or a Kel, I need to stop saying his name wrong. And if it did, it probably means it affected him. But it shouldn't, because it doesn't really say that, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out right now. Okay. Remember, we consumed a departure here. One from the guild license, and then there's 5 from the other one. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Alrighty.
Huh? What's up?
Okay. It tells me 3 right here, which means the departure license are not consumed at all. The only thing that's consumed is when you share and the system prompts you from outside the departure. So that means if I give a Kel from the supply of the pot 5 more boosts, he would have the same amount of departure boosts as Silas, completely. So he would have 8 departures, just like Silas. Because when I press depart solo, I click this one, either one, it's going to tell me you have 3 departures right here. It's just a little 3 right there. So departures are not consumed when you gear share, which is awesome, because that means I can play more with my Akel and my Silas if I want to. So right here, it proved to me that I can play a third time if I want to with my account. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can do that as soon as I had a feeling this was more like systematically the game's gonna say it's gonna cap you twice when you play it twice from sharing, but the departure license are separate from that, so that's a good thing that you can actually do instead. So as long as you have departures on the both characters can play as much as the license departures allow them to play without capping or consuming their individual departures. So that's a good thing. I've just learned that now with you guys, so yeah. So we will do more of the gear sharing stuff. Or do gear transfer later. Okay, so pretty much this with the red moon, it proved the point. Like I said, we're gonna, let's say this one right here says 2, 2, 2. Now the other missions that don't say anything is because they can be individually farmed. Pretty sure these can be individually farmed. See, it doesn't say sharing. As long as it doesn't say sharing, it's probably individually capped instead of sharing, because their target is like the raids and the red moon stuff. But yeah, individually capped. So that's awesome. Honestly, awesome. So if you're missing, so if you get bored, you can use the departures from the guild, because they're for all characters anyway. So yeah, so I'm gonna end this live stream now. This is gonna be uploaded in 24 hours. Thank you those that have been watching. I hope that this also has helped you understand the mechanics between a gear sharing first before gear transfer. I'm gonna do gear transfer some days after the 15 is ending. I'm just going to transfer some items to a Kel, so that way we get a better understanding of how the transfer works if you want. The gear sharing is, like I said, to try on. We learn now that you may cap systematically when the game says sharing on the departure battles. It's because as soon as you play with that one, it will cap to the other side. However, if you have departures, they don't get affected. So if you have 8 on one character and then 8 on another one, you can do 8 times on one character and then another character. Or in this case, I only have 3 departures. Because of the guild, I have 8 on my Silas, because that's the one I usually grind the most. Or try to be there for the guild, or just simply want to spam something, get a lot of more materials. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope this has helped you or helped anybody that might have gotten confused. Usually the gear share option is explainable, but if you need something like this to understand better, then I'm glad to provide the content for you. But yeah, I'm gonna end this live stream now. I hope this has helped anybody. Once again, thank you for those that have been watching my channel, those that are coming in curiously. Yeah, my name is Spirit Ran. I'm also the Guild Master of Vibe. I'm here to provide more content since I couldn't in the past, and I hope that regardless that your frustration with Vindictus has lessened, basically. So yeah, have fun, guys. I'll see you next time, alright? Bye. I should just salute. it would be more diplomatic. And give it a few seconds for it to clear out.